Hey YouTube, it's Angelique, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about women and friendship rejection. And, as women, we always talk about how men cannot take romantic rejection, which is true. Women have to come up with all of these ways to not hurt the male ego when they're in a romantic situation, even publicly, even with strangers, because a lot of times we'll be in danger. We might get hurt, we might get unalived if we reject the wrong man. But let's talk about how a lot of times women can be almost just as crazy as when it comes to men being rejected romantically when it comes to friendship. And this is why I really don't, at this point in my life, I'm in my 40s now, I really don't pursue many women with friendship. I kind of let it happen naturally, or how can I say? I like to have this feeling of a divine connection. So I never go out just looking for friendship. I have to be something about you that draws me to you. And because I'm spiritual, I don't just go out and just talk to anyone. I don't let just anyone in my life, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my house. And I am somebody that when women meet me, most of the time, it's always two ways. They either latch on for dear life or they just can't stand me. There's never any middle ground. And that is the problem and why I really don't pursue friendships with women, because I'm exhausted from my teens, from my 20s, or even my 30s. I'm exhausted when it comes to women. And women can't handle friendship rejection. And yes, I have rejected a lot of women for friendship. And their reaction to it is just they take it so personally. And just because you want to be friends with a woman, she does not have to be your friend. Let's put that out there. Ladies, just because you want to be friends with a woman, she doesn't owe you that. She does not owe you friendship. She doesn't owe you conversation. She doesn't owe you her phone number, her email. She doesn't owe you any information about herself. She doesn't owe you anything. And it's okay if someone doesn't want to be your friend. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. There might be something wrong with you. But why do you care so much? This is just one woman. There are other amazing women out there that you can be friends with. But what I notice is that when a woman is not healed, she's not in her power, she doesn't, she has codependency issues, she doesn't like to be alone, she feels that she needs women friends to trauma dump, energy vamp from, she can get pretty nasty, okay? And this is something that has happened to me. It hasn't happened to me yet in my 40s, but it has happened to me a lot in my 20s and 30s when I was really out there and about and socializing. I don't really go out much with anyone, and I'm down to maybe about 2 female friends at this point, and everyone else is pretty much like an acquaintance, right? But in the past, I've realized that whenever I rejected a woman for friendship, it's almost like I could just see it in her. She's starting to plot. How am I going to hurt her? How am I going to get her to be my friend? No, no, no. There's something wrong with you if you think this way. I'm letting you know. If you're watching this video and you think this way, you like, you know what? I'm going to try to convince her. I'm going to try to hang out with her. I'm going to try to talk to her more. I'm going to try to go in spaces where she works at, where she hangs out at. I'm going to try to befriend her friends so that way I'm going to be in spaces where she's at. I'm going to try to be her man's friend. I'm going to try to be her friend on social media, sending her memes and DMing her. No, she already rejected you. There was something about you that she didn't like, or she's just not looking for friendship at that moment. Whatever the reason is why she rejected you, that's not giving you the green flag to go, I'm going to come up with a plan to try to convince this woman that I am worthy enough to be her friend. Okay? And a lot of women do this even in romantic relationships, but that's another video. This doesn't mean for you to come up with some plot and some scheme and some plan to convince this woman that you're good enough to be her friend. And I've watched many women do this. I've watched women who didn't even like me befriend me. I've watched women try to come into the spaces where I'm at. You know, I've had coworkers trying to befriend me, and I'm saying no, no, no. I don't hang out with coworkers outside of work. When we're in this building, we cool. So I've seen women trying, oh, come on, let's just go for a drink, and trying to persuade me. I already told you I don't hang out with coworkers. Stop asking me. Now you're making me step out of my kindness, my niceness attitude, and now I gotta, you know, be stern with you or talk nasty to you so you can get the point. When a woman at work tells you, no, I don't hang out outside of work, leave it like that. A woman at church says, hey girl, I'm good, leave it like that. Your neighbor, okay, the girl in your building, the girl at the gym, wherever she's at, she don't feel comfortable making friendships in that way. And just because she doesn't want to be your friend on me, all of a sudden now you got to roll your eyes at her. You got to be nasty to her. Now, if she fell, you wouldn't even help her up. No, why you got to make her your enemy because she doesn't want to be friends with you? She doesn't owe you that. And it doesn't mean now that because she doesn't want to be friends with you, now she's your enemy. Okay? And I've had this happen to me. A couple of years ago, I was working customer service, right? This is back in like 2018, 2019. And there was this coworker who she really wanted to be my friend. And what was crazy to me, we were complete opposites. I've spoke about her before on this channel, but we were complete opposites. She was from the other side of the tracks, right? She was the type to like smoke all day, drinking Hennessy every day, partying. She wanted to be around the rappers. She wanted to be in the streets. She had multiple partners. She was living that fast life. Okay, living a fast life. That's not me. I'm the boring spiritual girl who likes to go to museums, sit in the park, talking to trees. What was it about me that this girl wanted to be friends with? I have absolutely no idea. And because I have spiritual gifts and spiritual discernment, I knew from just observing her and observing her Instagram, this is not a woman I want to be involved with. I mean, this woman, she had my phone number. She texts me every week, at least 2 or 3 parties. Hey girl, you want to come to this party with me? Hey girl. And it was just so weird to me because it was just like, who are these people? It'll be parties from someone's barbecue, someone's baby shower, someone's party at a club. And I'm like, I don't know these people. Why would I go with you to just a random party? It was just so strange. She kept trying to invite me. And, you know, I noticed that anytime I rejected the invite, she'll come to work and she had a little bit of a little side eye, a little bit of an attitude, little slick comments like, yeah, I did invite you to that party, but you didn't go. And it was just like, girl, I don't know you. Keep in mind, she had never been to my house. I had never been to her house. Another thing women would do, because I was a hairstylist also, I still had my hair clients and I was doing customer service job part-time. So what she started doing was booking hair appointments. So she was coming to my house to get her hair done. You're a client. Just because I'm doing your hair does not mean that that's gonna get us to be friends. So I've had women do that too. I've had women book hair appointments with me. I've had women book phone sessions with me, thinking that this is going to be a chance for me to see their personality and I'm going to get attached. No, because from day one, I've already made up my mind about you. And other women have made up their mind about you, and it's okay. It's not a negative thing. Maybe it's your spirit. There's something about your spirit or your personality. Maybe they're single, but you're married. They don't want to hang out with a married woman. Maybe it's an economic thing, economic finances, something like that. right? Maybe they're a millionaire and you're poor. They don't want to be around poor people. It could be anything, but that is none of your business. What is your business is you loving yourself and realizing that one person, one monkey don't stop no show. There will be other people who you connect with. There will be other friendships and opportunities that you will have in the future. Why are you so hung up on this one person seeing your worth? Do you see your worth? So with this girl, she I feel like she might have became a little obsessed with me in a sense. Eventually I did go to a barbecue with her. It was me, her, and one of our managers. We went to a barbecue. The food was good. After work, we went to a barbecue. That was it. I didn't hit her up after that. Thanks for the barbecue. That was cool. And she ended up inviting me to one of her birthday parties. I didn't go to her birthday party. Then my birthday came up. She's a Taurus, so her birthday came first. I didn't go to her birthday party. What I found strange about her birthday party was she sent out birthday invites through email and through the IG, and it said she wanted everyone to help her pay for her bottle service. I thought that was ghetto as hell. And I was like, that's weird. I understand, people should pay for you, but I don't know. I feel uncomfortable that she was asking people to help pay for her bottle service at the club. Weird, ghetto, weird, whatever. For some reason, I didn't go to her birthday party. My birthday came up. And I said, oh, you know what? Let me invite her. She did invite me to her birthday party. I'll invite her. So she shows up at the end of my first little birthday gathering on the rooftop. She brings about, I don't know, 10 girls with her. When they get to the rooftop, her friends is looking at me up and down. This is my birthday, guys, all right? My friends is looking like, are they okay? She's rolling her eye, not the girl rolling her eyes at me. Her friends are rolling their eyes at me. They're looking at me like, who is this bougie bitch, right? They're looking at me weird. And after the rooftop, we all end up going to this club together. When we get to the club, which was so funny because all her friends are complete opposite from me, and she's opposite from me. All her friends were like the BBL type of girls that be in the club and the bottle service type of girls. Those were her friends, right? And I'm nothing like that. So I just didn't understand what was it about me that she wanted to be friends with me. And her friends probably were like, why you want to be friends with this girl? Like, she's nothing like us. She's bougie or she's uptight or whatever. So her best friend, was looking at me up and down, rolling her eyes. And she was like, oh, what do you drink? And I said, I drink tequila. She was like, well, we from Southside Jamaica, Queens, and we drink Hennessy straight. And her male friends was like, oh my gosh, they were so embarrassed how they was treating me and whatever. When I got in the club with my friend, I left them. I went on the other side of the club. I danced. I had a good time. And one of the girls, she was actually our manager at work. She threw up in the club. They didn't help her. I helped her up. I took her to the bathroom so she can clean herself up. And that was just spiritual confirmation. I knew that this girl was not my type of person I wanted to be friends with. But it was meant for those girls to come to my birthday that night to confirm that. And even when we were leaving the club, they were all drunk and they said, come on, get in the car with us. We'll drive you home. I said, no, I'm good. I just called an Uber. No, thank you. I'm not getting in the car with a drunk driver. So go with your feeling and intuition. Sometimes people can see you. Okay, they can see your spirit. They can see your lifestyle and they realize that you don't match them. Sometimes maybe they're insecure. Maybe you are too put together. Maybe your spirit is in the right place. Maybe you got it together and they don't have it together. They don't want to be around somebody who got confidence. Maybe they're saving you. Maybe they don't want to be around somebody who make more money than them, who got their shit together. Maybe they're in an abusive relationship. You don't know what is the story of why that person doesn't want to be your friend. Don't force it, right? A lot of reasons why I don't make friends with women because the average woman wants to trauma bond. that trauma bond days are over. I'm not into trauma bonding with women. I understand that we go through things, but for me, I'm not into trauma bonding, and a lot of women are into trauma bonding. And women are too needy when it comes to the emotional part. And I think women kind of expect to always go to their friends to talk about their man problems or their love life problems and things that's going on at work and what their family is doing. They're so used to dumping on each other. And this is something I noticed right away with women. This is why I reject women's friendship 90% of the time, is mainly because I peeped that this woman is a trauma bonder. She's an energy vampire. And sometimes these people are not bad women. It's that this is the mindset and the emotional and the spiritual status that they're in at that moment. They have not grown spiritually yet. They have not done their healing work yet. So they're not in a more mature or even peaceful state yet in their life. I'm there. I can't do it anymore. I can't do the trauma bonding. And that's why a lot of times I do reject women. A lot of times I also reject women if I see you're insecure. I can't be friends with an insecure woman. A lot of times I reject women because they're projectors. They're miserable, so they want me to be miserable. They're single, they want me to be single. They're broke, they want me to be broke. It's almost like they think we an extension of each other. They like to project their misery on me, and I peep that very fast in women. If you talk to women, you'll pick up. If you look at women's social media, you'll pick up on what kind of women they are. Listen to how women talk about themselves. It's very easy to discern, but don't take it as an insult when a woman doesn't want to be your friend. You don't know if it's a positive reason or if it's a negative reason. If you keep getting rejected, maybe it's time, maybe I got to do some healing work. Maybe I got to check my lifestyle. Start trying to go after women who are, befriend women who are more like you. I think sometimes women are not realistic. Why, if you know that your life is full of drama, you want to go after a woman who's about peace? Are you trying to use her and drain her? Be realistic. Women like to be realistic. They want, oh, he's a bum and he ain't got no money and he's this and that. How dare he try to talk to me? Check yourself when it comes to female friendships. Am I really mature enough to be this woman's friend? Do I really got my shit together to be this woman's friend? Am I are we alike? Be like some women who try to be my friend. I'm like, girl, you're not being realistic here. We're nothing alike. And I get it. Oh wow, she seems healed, or she seems this, or she seems that. I get it. But no, go and get your shit together and then come back, because we do emotional intelligence over here. We do healed. We do solution based. We don't do trauma bonding type of relationships. We don't sit around just talking about, oh yeah, what this man did to me, and men ain't shit. No, I'm not that kind of woman, So women, check yourself. Just because a woman rejects you for friendship, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Analyze the situation. Hey, if you that brave, say, hey, how come you rejected my friendship? Maybe she'll tell you. Maybe she'll tell you the reason why she rejected your friendship, but keep it moving. Don't make her your enemy. Don't plot something that, I'm going to make her want to be my friend and then I'm going to diss her. Because girls do that too. Weirdos. Stop. Cut it out. Learn to take rejection. Sometimes rejection is what? God's protection, is spiritual protection. I don't run after no woman. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you a celebrity. If you reject my friendship, there's a reason behind it. Okay? And I'm not trying to lose sleep trying to figure it out. Keep it moving and look for women who are equally yoked with you. Equally yoked does not just have to do with romantic partnership, it has to do with friendships as well. Try to be friends with like-minded people and ask yourself, am I being realistic here? This person that I want to be friends with, do we have a lot in common? Am I fully equipped to even be her friend? Let's be real with ourselves. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to donate. Comment below your experience with being rejected or you doing the rejecting of women, friendships, and what happened to you. And subscribe and share and all that good stuff. All right. And also, if you need a phone session booking with me, how to book a phone session with me will be in the comment section. I say peace and blessings.